Hi Aquarius, my sun sign brothers and sisters, welcome to your week ahead tarot scope with me, Raphael from Reydiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. If you haven't already, please don't forget to like, share, and if you should so choose and it resonates, hit that subscribe button. If you are already a continued subber, you know I love you for it. With that said, if you would like to book a personal tarot reading with me, you can do so on the website address below. And if you would like to join, if you would like to become a member of Reydiant Reality, hit the join button. There are loads of amazing perks. If you want to be a part of those, if you want to get any of those, then join the membership program. With that said, I would like to bless all of my decks of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance, and I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise and they help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So, or should I say us, because as many of you know, I am a sun sign Aquarius. I'm very proud of that fact. So let's have a look at our destiny card for the week ahead. Bam, got the Devil card. Now I will tell you a funny story. I pulled this card, you know me, I never edit my videos, but this week when I've been recording these, I had a bit of a kerfuffle with the Aquarius video, and the first card that I pulled last time was the Devil card. So the fact that this one has shown up again, really for me is kind of like, I'm like, okay universe, okay tarot, I get it, that's fine. Means that this is an important message, and the important message is, what is it that you are holding on to this week? This week something is going to be revealed to you. What is it that you are holding on to that you know you need to release? For some of you, it could be a bad habit, it could be smoking, it could be drinking, it could be too much sex, it could be too much food, it could be, that might be me. You know, it's, and all jokes aside, there is something this week that is going to be revealed to you that needs to be let go, right? This could very well see something bubble into the surface this week where you have an experience of, okay, I know that I need to let that go from my lifescape. Something requires release, right? Or rather, you know, you require release from something. And this week with the Devil card, this is basically saying you have all of the power to free yourself from it, but it's going to have to be a conscious decision. It's going to have to, this isn't going to be something that you can kind of say, oh yeah, you know what, I'll stop doing that. You're going to have to make a conscious, valued effort. And that means pooling all of your inner resources in order to make a decision to free yourself from something that is no longer doing you any favors, something that is now actually doing you harm, right? So let's give it some context with a direction card. A little bit of a blank moment there. Let's have a look, see. All right, so it relates to the Seven of Wands. Now, this is a really interesting pairing because it suggests that there might be some kind of battle that you are fighting at the moment. It could be with your family. That's what I'm hearing it probably relates to, either your family or possibly a partner. And it's almost like there's something that has riled you up. There's something that's bothered you. And rather than just voice it, it's kind of like you're holding on to it, and it's just going to be, it could possibly become just another unspoken resentment. Well, the Seven of Wands basically says this week, speak up. Say what it is that you've got to say. And the thing with the Seven of Wands is you already have the moral high ground. So by speaking up how you feel, you may upset some people. You might put yourself in that position. And let's face it, as Aquarians, we're used to being the black sheep of the family, right? But all of that aside, it may well be that by standing your ground, you could possibly ruffle a few feathers this week. You could maybe make people look at you and say, oh, you know, that person is getting above themselves or whatever. And it's not about that. It's about the fact that you are stating facts this week, right? So if there is something that you're holding on to, especially when it comes to your family or a partner, this is the time to let it go. In terms of bad habits, whatever habit it is that you have at the moment, it's starting to affect your immune system. So now is really the time that you want to start phasing it out. If you drink too much, if you smoke too much, if you eat too much, if you don't exercise, if you don't get enough sleep, like whatever it is that you're attached to, it's now starting to actively do you harm, right? So this is one aspect of it from the health side of things. Now, I'm not a medical professional. I can't give you health advice. What I can tell you is what I see in the cards. So, and then on a personal or socio, familial level, it looks like you and either a family member or you and your family unit are having a clash this week, and it's because there's something that you're unable to let go of. Well, rather than let it fester and it becomes something bigger than it needs to, speak your truth, stand your ground, defend your viewpoint, let them have it, and then once it's done, let it be done. Don't hold on to it. Don't, just don't let it sink into who you are. It's just not worth it. So let's have a look behind the scenes. What is the input card this week? Ooh, input card, the card behind the scenes. We've got the Hermit card, right? So a very interesting set of cards. I mean, the Hermit card does suggest that this week you will find it hard to listen to people's viewpoints, especially if you know that they're lying about something. And it could very well be, with the Hermit card, that there's a part of you that's saying, you know what, fine, if I'm always going to have to be the one on the outside, then so be it. You need to ask yourself, is this a pattern? Is it something that you're just doing because it's easier than speaking up, making everybody uncomfortable for a little bit, which is very rare for an Aquarius. Usually we just kind of come out with it, come what may. Like, if it upsets you, it upsets you, but at least you'll always get the truth from me. Whereas I kind of feel this week, this relates to something that you haven't necessarily done that with. And with the Hermit card, it's basically saying if what you need to do this week is suck out the poison, right? What you need to do this week is just say it as it is, clear as day. It might be uncomfortable. And the Hermit card possibly as well does suggest that maybe there's a part of you that wants to do it this way because then it's easier and you don't have to involve yourself and you don't have to get into all the messy feelings. Well, my advice to you is do it. Do that work, because it will be vital for you moving forward. You can think of this week as literally clearing out the poison, and from that, real healing can happen in your life. All right. I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Let me know if it's not too personal how it shapes up for you. I will see you very soon. Take care.